How does or has the ELCA opened your mind to God's love?
I have found that the ELCA fosters inclusiveness, that all are welcomed, and it is not our job to judge anyone. Grace is free here.
This denomination is the most welcoming and has the least amount of cold pushback to people that aren't status quo or don't necessarily line up exactly with traditional values.
The ELCA has opened my mind to God's love through the works and actions of our church and its members.
It's just shown how not only to learn about God's love, but to actually participate in God's love and share it with the community.
Also to feel God's love and to welcome and invite any and all of His creatures and children.
They help people outside of the church too, which is what we're supposed to do.
We found the ELCA to be a friendly environment, narrow rules that we had to follow other than to be good Christians, and we like this. We like the church.
And we were pleasantly surprised when we walked in the doors to our church here, and we were just so welcomed right from the get-go. We felt very accepted. We were offered communion our very first time we came here. We didn't have to, prove who we were or anything like that. So we felt right at home right away, and now we have a big family here.
What really drew us to the ELCA was open hearts, open mind, open table, which really drew us in, and they stand true to that.
And there's like a room to do Sunday school for kids to get the wiggles out before service.
We're willing to discuss anything. Now maybe, and we know we won't probably all agree, but just the feeling that your church allows you to talk about different subjects is a plus. So we believe that's what makes the ELCA different than other churches.
The ELCA teaches us to look outside our four walls and see the needs in our community. We share the love of Jesus with everyone, with open hearts and open minds, ideas with which I very heartily agree.
I saw that everyone was so accepting of each other, no matter who they were or what they took interest in or what they looked like. Everybody welcomed everybody with open arms, and I really appreciate that.
Got there, I was a little nervous. I hadn't been to church in many years. And when I got there during service and I was welcomed to God's table, no matter who I was, it's God's table and all are welcome. And that made me feel good, and it made me feel safe, and it made me feel like I was part of something. I hadn't had that feeling in a while.
I'm a member of the ELCA church because I love how it embraces both men and women to be leaders. All people are accepted here regardless of gender or disability, and they are loved and accepted. And I really love that. That's such an important thing to my life.
I was born and raised in the ELCA church. It's always felt like home, like a safe place. Comforting, welcoming, people reaching out to other people and being open to having other people with our congregation.
Well, there was a time in my life when I needed a church. I was about 20, I think, at the time, and I had been told it was a welcoming church, and I needed a welcoming church. Everybody has been warm and welcoming to me, and I never regretted being in the ELCA church.